today about what it's like to be a man. What it means to be a man. I think this is a question that I think all men have. I think this is the question that all people have. Within the relevance of this conversation, I've spoken to a few people who have decided to break off and have their own segue to let me know exactly what they felt the essence of masculinity entails. Originally, having the conversation, I was asked to break those things down, or break the characteristics down of masculinity into 3 words. Obviously, I felt that was a tad bit difficult, so today I decided to present this to you all, and I broke this down into a few different variations as to what I see masculinity to be. Number 1, I think that you have to be able to understand protection. As a man, it's instinctive and it's natural that selflessness is something that has to become binary for you to be able to even understand what it's like to protect your family, or what the needs and necessity required to do so. That moves to the next topic of you being able to provide. Providing is going to allow you to understand that there's acknowledgement that there's a need for your family that has to be met. I think that as a man, you have to instinctively know that there are things that are always going to be a requirement for that family to function, and maintaining the functionality of that family is going to be something that, as a man, and that's what it is that we do. The next quality is a quality that I believe should be highlighted a lot more, especially within the endeavorment of our relationships and our homes, is respect. Respect is a quality that I think is very important, because not only is it's very important for the man to instill respect to his wife and his children, because those 2 things are going to go hand in hand. Obviously, how he glorifies his woman is how his children would then glorify the woman as the mother. Breaking that off, not only is that going to be a self-reflection on him, or a self-reflection on the family, but it's also going to be a self-reflection on him. That respect level that his family is going to always have as a perception on one another is something that's always going to in turn create an energy within that household that they have to understand that it's going to in turn grow. And as those children start to grow older and they start to become men and women of their own, they're going to be able to have a certain respect level that's going to be instilled in them, because they know that that's something that was embedded in them within a respectable household. Moving forward, confidence. Obviously, as a man, to have confidence, because your confidence is what's going to propel your family to move forward into the next step that's going to make them move forward to the best versions of what they're supposed to be. The confidence is what's going to help you continue to break the barriers when you think that things may not work out. And as a man, when things are going in a certain direction that we're not necessarily sure what that may look like in the future, you have to be able to have that faith and that confidence that's always going to keep your family on the up and up, and that's always going to keep them level-headed, so they know that everything's going to be okay, so that they can sleep at night and maintain those roles as the family structure as they're supposed to. As I've already stated, structure. Structure was one of the last characteristics that I felt as a man is absolutely necessary. That structure is going to maintain the flow of the household. Obviously, structure is what's necessary to maintain even the qualities of a household, but structure is also going to maintain the qualities of that man. The structure is going to get him to understand there are certain things in life that he obviously cannot do. There are obviously certain things that he has to do. That structure, it's going to break down those other 4 qualities that I've already stated, as far as protection, being able to provide and provision, respect, and then maintaining that confidence. But being able to hone that in those certain qualities and having that structure, knowing that that's what's necessary, is going to always bring him back to the mentality that he has to move forward and do what's best and what's necessary for the family. With all of these qualities being stated, I think that it's very important that I highlight as a PSA for men who are deeply embedded within their masculinity and trying to figure out what that is for themselves as they're growing into the men that they are. Don't be afraid to liberate yourself as a man. Don't feel like you have to be confined in this box as to what society places on you as to what they foresee a man or masculinity to be. Being a man is a very rainbow-like spectrum, and you can always be who it is that you foresee yourself to be. We are always placed in this box, and it's not necessary. You can always be strong, you can always be confident, and you can always maintain these qualities and still be the man that you want to be. So you guys have a great day. I hope you guys have an amazing time listening to me. These are my things, the qualities of being a man. I'll talk to you guys soon.